Hi everyone, I am Margot the Tarot Reader, and today we are doing a personal reading for a client. As always, prior to the recording, I call onto the universe with my client's personal information because they remain private at all times. Now, so we'll get started. It's a number of things that you're asking me. So based on how I'm feeling throughout the energy, it is how I will conduce the reading today. Okay? And we have asked all the angels, the guardian angels, and your guides to come through if you're willing to help us guide us in your reading today. Angels of the universe of the heavens, thank you. Thank you for guiding into the heavens today. Let us protect our energy, our body, mind, soul, and spirit, and let us see what must we need to know for the people in question. Okay. So I am going to see, for the moment, I'm going to see the male Cancer, I believe. It's what's coming through for me right now. You asked in reference to the ritual. How is it going? Uh, do we see any changes in him? Yes, we do. Okay, off the back, it gave me a yes. Off the back, he is looking to experience new love, new hopes, new desires, and new adventures. Okay. Thank you to the gods and to the heavens, Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you for blessing us today. And so, as we are doing this, since we've done certain rituals before for this particular person, I also would like to let you know that I also do have the picture in a hand of mine. And as you can see, I have incense as well. So I'm also at this time protecting his energy as we are reading this person. But at the same time, I am doing something additional to this. It, as you notice, I am not just doing just the reading itself. I'm actually doing something else behind the scenes for the energy of either yourself or the people in question, and or it's particularly this person. And how why I say this is because I feel that um, he has this hopes and desires and wanted to open up and how do I put it? Venture out is more than anything that comes out to me right now. Um, so I'm giving him a little push to that. Okay. He has certain fears, but we're gonna get through this. Okay. Let's get started and use the immersion of the heavens. Thank you for there you go. So they were asking me to everything happens for a purpose, right? Here I thought there are only two cars, and then we had another one. Okay. So he's a little bit mystical in reference to uh, the fear of wanting to be in a stable relationship, or the fear to not find the stable relationship in his life, fears of contracts, fears of drastic changes in his life. So before I continue, I want to say I apologize for the background noises because I am outside trying to enjoy the pleasant weather today that we're having in Texas, but at the same time, uh, taking in all the energy that I need for today's work. Okay. Going into this energy, um, let's see what we have for this person in store and just the impression of the heavens. Thank you. Okay. Don't need to see that, I already did. So let's see for has this helped you? Is there anything else that we need, or is this the first and fresh start for you? And what do we see coming in for you, my young Cancer? Thank you to the universe and to the heavens, Lord Jesus Christ. Let us open the doors. Okay. For our young Cancer, what do we see? Well, definitely I see expansion in his personal life coming in for this year. Okay, so if you're asking me, has the ritual or the cleansing done anything to him? Absolutely, it has. It has opened some portals for him. It has started to cleanse his energy. So in normal situations, not just one cleansing needs to be taking place for whether it's physical, spiritual, whether it's the person or the items or people, places, or things. Okay, I have to say that because depending and according to the energies and relationships, etc., that they or one endures in life, you need certain discardment as we go through in life. Okay, periodically. So, but yes, it has helped him tremendously. And he's looking to open up in reference to when it comes to love, and as well as work. It actually is going to give him some type of advancement in his work situation. Okay, so it's positive, I feel, for him at this time. Yeah. What it shows to me when it becomes positive, it means that there are people that are going to come in for a relationship to him. So it's opened up the portal for him uh, to start having some type of confidence within himself, to emerge out of his cocoon and start dating and start getting to know people, whether they're right for him or not. Anybody that comes into your life, it has to be for a lesson. It has to be for something that you need to know, that you need to learn for within yourself, okay? To spiritually, physically grow here in this physical life to the next cycle of our lives and or spiritual. So I definitely feel that he's getting to know someone at the same time. There are two women that shows here when it comes to love sector. One I would not rely on very much. Um, yes, because I do see her with somebody else. Okay, there's a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, someone arising for him that is around the picture. If she is not already in his life, this is someone that is coming in for him, and I feel that she is seeing someone else and besides him as well. We also do see another person in his life as well, a water sign, and the Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius sign on horizon. So he is going to be magnet kind of energy coming in for him. I definitely feel that. Okay. And I think that he's going to start feeling that, like, hey, he's going to start feeling himself as if, I'm the macho man. I'm the groovy man. You know what I mean? Okay. I sense that energy for him. Um, do I see any stable relationships coming for him at this time? No. And and I want to say that it's better for me when I see this because, to be honest, I feel that he has more growth to do, more expansion, more lessons to learn, and to expand himself out there and to see truly what he wants and what he's seeking on a relationship based on the things that he's been through in the past. So for him to take slow measurements when it comes to relationships, it is better for him. Okay, I think that he should just date, wander around, and just be very cautious. If he doesn't want any children, cat the cat. So play, do, but just be preservative, right? Um, and I think he is a bit mature in certain things when it comes to love now. Okay, he's learning that. He's having more expansion uh, spiritually. He's evolving. His energy is discarding. It feels more pleasant, more nurture at this time. Let's see. What else can we see? And just the universe of the heavens. Thank you. Okay. Um, Later on in the future, probably sometime next year, not now. And it's better off, I keep saying that, not now, based on the energies of the eclipses. But sometime next year, he's going to meet someone that is going to want to be in a relationship with him, probably even move in together, settle down, and things like that. And I feel that more so with him, his energy is that he wants these things to happen, but he's also more concerned and more worried at what the family needs right now, what the family is asking of him. Whether it's not the case, this is how I feel that emotionally he feels in this manner. Okay. I know it is a lot to say, a lot to take in when I'm saying this because that's how I'm feeling the energy. Like he has a burden that he needs to clear through. And I'm not saying you or anybody else is a burden, but it just feels like that sometimes. Like, he has to space his life out in order to continue his. Okay. And what that tells me is he's a very dedicated young man. He's devoted to his family. He loves his family, and his family comes first. So because of that, during as we are at this very moment, we do see Saturn moving forward, and it tells me that every sacrifice that he has made, he will see his reward. He will be rewarded for all the sacrifice that he has made willingly and wanting to, for the love of the family, for the love of the care and the nurture that he needs to do for everyone else. Do you understand that? So I feel good to say that, and I look forward to having to know that he's going through, see that peace and that tranquility in his life. He wants to better himself, for yourself, for everybody else in the home, for himself, but also to have something more concrete when it comes to his living. Okay, I love that a lot. Now, I let's move on to yours. Okay, um, because you're asking certain situations, I cannot just take a certain amount of time in one particular situation. Sometimes it does happen. Um, but I feel that for this moment, he is very clear with the energy. Okay, there is expansion and probably surprise bonus, surprise raise, or indoor promotion of some sort, or if he's looking forward to that, it's coming in. Okay, he wants expansion in his work and in his life, and he has hopes. I feel that what this ritual has done for him is um, like dreams that he had that could not see further down the line, he is starting to see. And I have to say, because of this cleansing that we just did, it is opened up that desire, that wish that I cannot have, or I cannot fathom to have it within myself. You know what I mean? He feels more trusted within himself. It will be certain times that he's going to be feel a little bit in and out. Again, it is because it is one ritual that we've done for him, one cleansing. And in the long run, depending how his energy stands, if it continues to improve, better so. But he will most likely be needing one in the near future again. Okay. Touch bases with me whenever, however, he's continuing to do. But as of now, for now, that's it for now. Unless something happens out of the nowhere, that it must be needed for any kind of situation. But for now, he's okay. Okay. And you know that I'm very blunt with what I'm saying. Okay. Let's say thank you to the universe. Now we are moving to your questions, and we are going to ask about you. Thank you. When it comes to, has it helped? Oh, okay. You know, what I want to say here when it comes to you, when it comes to the rituals, I get why you're asking the questions, yet they are too soon. But I will also say that in any kind of work, in any kind of ritual or spell that we do, you have to maintain that positive vibe energy. And you also have to understand that everything takes time in its place. You've been my client for so long, and you know the rhythm and the pattern to this, right? But sometimes we forget, and sometimes we become agitated. We build anxiety, we build some sort of depression, depending on our circumstances at the time that you can go through those. And I understand that very much so. Okay. But I would also have to say that you have to have some faith within yourself as well. When we do those performance and the rituals and stuff like that, you know, with the good heart and mind, and with the good faith and trust, that know that it will happen. But it will happen once it's been made, once it's been put out to the universe. Then you have to let the universe come within and receive the petition, and then see, when is my child ready for this petition? What has my child done to emphasize this petition that she requesting? What are the changes that this child has done for it to be manifested in the way that she asked? So then they look at all these things, and then the angels come in, and your guardian angels, and then they will, in other words, the court of law of the angels in the universe. Well, my child is asking this for this reasons. Then the other party, the angels, will come and say, okay, but there have not been any changes. And or if we give this to this child, she still has this overlook of life of falling down or failing. So how do we know that this is not going to improve to this child? Your guardian angel, your guardians will say, well, we'll work on that. No, you cannot. You have to work as soon as you start putting these petitions, so the guys, the universe, can see that you really do want these things. But when I say that, work on that, it means that you have to trust, have faith that what you put out there, it's already been upon you, in your hands. Do you understand that? And maybe I should have explained that a bit more throughout the times and stuff that I do rituals, you know. But and when I say to the clients, you have to have trust and faith within yourself and whoever it is that's performing the rituals, because we bind a bond of spiritual realm within ourselves and to the ethers. We become one, more united to perform, to act, and to receive what we're wanting out of it. Okay, it is a must. Okay, I hope I'm explaining it in a more subtle way and more loving kind of way at the same time. Okay. So, in reference to your questions, you're a little bit doubtful. You're a little bit doubtful and you're afraid to fail. Okay. You're afraid that you're not going to find the love. You're afraid that happiness and love and relationship and marriage is not going to come your way. And because of the loved one that you have on the other side, that you're hoping that it will not interfere within this situation, you still have your guard up. Okay. You still have that guard up. And that is why I explained all the things that I have. You're afraid that marriage, love, and affection and attention will not come to you. You're afraid that you do one thing and after the other and it will not happen. So because I see it here, I gave you the speech. But also I want to say that because I have it here, I want to tell you that it's here. Love can happen. Marriage and family can happen continuously because it's here. So in other words, you already called it out, but you're not perceiving it in the level that it must, in the degree that it must. Okay. So you have to believe that what you put out there is being noted and received, and it's already in process. Okay. We have to get ourselves in the beliefs of negativity, in the depression that we fall in day after day, day after day. And I get it and I understand it. And it's easy for me to say than being done. And I always tell my clients, it's understandable. It is not your fault. We're working on this together to build it out of the way, to clear our path, to brush off. You know what I mean? Like when you go outside and you brush, you sweep off, your patio, you clear the path, right? If it's snowing, you clear the snow. So it's the same way when it comes to our physical, spiritual path. So you are working on that. You're working on this change. So what you need to do is say, I am very grateful and thankful that what I received is exactly what I desire and deserve. With love, prosperity, and abundance, I have a, if it's a relationship, I have the most beautiful man by my side, and I mean beautiful because he shows devotion, trust, and faith and confidence within me and for me. You know, a beautiful man because he provides physical and spiritual realm. And I will have to say that as I was saying this, my incense went 360 degrees. You cannot see it, but it look at that. It literally lift up. Just literally came all the way, and the wind calmed itself the minute it did that. The minute it started doing that, there's no wind, and my incense went 360 all the way around the cup, and then it lifted as if someone was holding it to come, and then wanting to almost like point out, my cards. So I will take that as a positive answer. I will take that there's an angel here presence when we are talking about you. Okay. And I am very blessed and thankful that that has happened. So I give thanks to the gods and to the heavens. Only white light is permitted here within our space and within our surroundings and our loved ones as well. Thank you to the guardian angels that are in the heavenly and spiritual realm. We ask your blessings today and always. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So as I finished saying that, I got an extremely, extremely pleasant aroma within me. It felt like a cologne presence to me. And I just dwell into it, and as I could smell it, it turned the hell out of me. Forgive me, it turned the fuck out of me. We don't want to use the negative words, but we're going to use the good chilling words. Okay. It gave me this energy of like I'm on a high rise, like I'm on top of the world. Like it gave me that lift that I needed. So maybe you need to, I don't know, maybe you need to go to the store and smell that cologne that you're needing from someone. I definitely feel that it is a spiritual realm that came through. Someone from the other side, from your loved one, a male, they came through and gave me this energy. Okay. In other words, no matter what you do in this physical life, that person is saying to me, let her know that no matter what she decides to do, I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm standing by you, and we're moving through this. You want this, you want that, then go for it. Do not, you have nothing to be ashamed of. You have nothing to worry about because you're not going to break my heart. It's upside down. You're not going to break my heart. You know, you're my girl. You're it. Okay. You do what you need to do. I know, but I'm not leaving. Okay. You do what you need to do. You work what you need to work on, and we're going to be fine at the end of the day. Just look further down on the way, and you know that I got you. Okay. How much more clear is this? I am loving it. And as I told you earlier, I brought in the pictures as well because I felt the need to do so. I felt the presence of that. And so I do also have his beloved energy as well here and also his picture. Okay. Um, come on now. He's saying, okay. So let's move on. Let's continue with this because I feel that this is absolutely beautiful for me. Okay. And when I say me, it is for you. You already know the rhythm. Any clients that of mine know the rhythm of what it is when it comes to readings. Okay. So, yes, I do feel that the energy based on what we see here is giving me what your thoughts are, what your feelings are. But at the same time, according to the accumulation of the energies, it is helping you and when it comes to your energy. Okay. Sometimes things have to get worse before they get better. Okay. Especially when we have negative residue energy for who knows when. What did we say? Okay. It's just, it is, you know, it is. How much more can this be? It's not going to be anymore unless you need it, unless you want it. Okay. If you're ready for a cleansing again, then it is on your terms for this one. I will say this, that the universe is saying there is an offer pending for you. So there is something coming for you. I feel it's physical when it has to do with work. And you're feeling unsure. You need to have that self-confidence. I'm going to look at the work situation. I felt that there was a yes to this. And this is, let me explain the yes. The yes that maybe you will get that job, or the yes that they will have you in the top of their list for the next one to come. But it still feels a yes. I will go into more details in the next spread, okay, for that situation. Also, when it comes to the cleansing, it feels a yes when it comes to someone wants to come into your life. Is it the one that you want? It will depend on how your energy has shifted within that time, whoever's coming in for you. Love is there, but again, you're frightened and you're scared, okay? You still have that intimacy level of my young teenager girl wanting to leap out and being afraid to not be reciprocated with the love or the needs. Okay, so we need to come out of that shelf a little bit. I keep saying that, and it's a must. I would say that if I lived near the area, I would definitely be doing a happy hours with you by now. Okay, I do not drink that way anymore, but definitely I will be doing the wine with you. Okay, but I think that what you need to do is spread your wings. Um, Start going to happy hours, uh, go and sit by yourself, drink here and there. I need you to feel that confidence. I need you to feel that love within yourself first, so when that other person comes in, it knows what is holding within his hands. Okay, what wants with you. It knows that there's a woman that's self-love, that is cared, that is nurturing, that is handled, that has got her shit together, and it wants a man that can provide more than what she already has. Okay, and that's what we're aiming for, believe me. So again, off the shelf, it's the change, it's already beginning, but I need you to push yourself a little bit more. Okay, make the effort to make time for yourself. And you're going to say, I have the schedule, I have work. Well, it's been this way for so long, but now it's time to get off the shelf, get off that routine. Sometimes the more we do for our loved ones, the more they depend on us and the more they expect of us. So I need you to start changing the routine a little bit. Okay, make them feel, just like a child, like a pet, including, you know, you start training them by little, right? You start giving them the, you know, you have them, you know, let's say you have the gates of your house locked in and everything, and you let your pet wander off a little bit, but the gate is still closed, so they have the freedom, but they don't have it all the way because you're keeping an eye on them. I don't, maybe it was a not the right proper method of me trying to explain it, but you know what I mean. Okay, I want you to just so there's this a say, and I don't even know it that very much in Spanish, but there's a say that you know, Latin women, if they could put their children under their naguas, under their because back in the days, you know how you wear a long gown. If you could put your children under your under your gown and just go with your life, and then you protect them, you know, keep them in cocoon from everybody else, and then they won't get hurt, they won't suffer the way you suffer, the world is suffering, etc. And so as you as Cancer tend to do that, and so, and as a mother, more the merrier. Okay. And so it I am not putting any cause, I'm not putting any blame on you, I'm just telling you that you have done enough and over the board, and as a mother we're always going to do much more than you're doing, and for the rest of your life, because that's who you are. And I'm very proud of you, absolutely. I love what you do for them, and I love the way you do it. You know, I love the way you you represent yourself within that uh, nurturing mother, loving mother, dedicated mother, devoting mother, giving the life and sacrifices everything for your children. Okay, but I think that now you hold back a little bit and let them fly. It's time for them to fly again. They came to the nest. Now it's time for them to start taking those little tips. You know, like the birds starting to fly again. Okay, they got hurt. They came back home. An example, but now they are well in somewhat. But they need to not be afraid to leap out again. Okay, let them. And if they do, and if they fail, they'll come back again to the nest. They always do. Always do. Okay. Okay. Now what was the other thing I was going to say? So we did talk about that. Yes, the spiritual cleansing has helped you. It is discarding a lot of the energy. Okay, it is. It takes time, and sometimes when it's discarding, it feels like headaches, like stomach pains, because the longer it's been restored within the body, the longer it takes out, and it wants to hold on more. Okay. Um, Let me see. Okay, so you're asking about the future presence of whoever's coming, and if it's someone from the past or what have you. I'm going to look at that in the other situation. When when I read the past situation that you mentioned, and I'm going to see what. Oh, number 5. You asked me that. When I read that, I felt I felt as if you still have not a resentment. I want to say that you still have somewhat karmic attachment to that energy, to the point where you have not released it completely. So when someone is hoping for someone from the past to come back, and I'm not saying hoping, but when it crosses your thoughts and minds, it almost feels like you want that person to return for whatever purpose, whether it's good or bad. And I just feel that you still have not completely closed that karmic, or is still bonding to that energy. Okay, but there is a possibility, since you mention it, it means that you're also calling that energy, or it's calling you. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna look at the other stuff. Okay, let's go on with the other. Thank you, angels. Again, it gives me a yes for both of the questions, work and love. Okay, so again, whatever decision is made, it's still a positive decision. So I'm gonna say, if it is coming through, then you know, or you are the top contender to that. Okay. And if it's close, again, since you're the top contender, it means that they probably already have that person. Okay. Thank you to the universe and to the heavens. Yeah, I know you don't want to be betrayed or cheated. I'm put it sideways because it was coming upside down and then it flipped. So I'm gonna put it sideways. For me, when I do this, it's literally what they're telling me. So it's telling me what you've been through, what you do not want to happen, and it's also telling me that this is the worst fear that you have. A betrayal, backstab is someone that comes and leaves, and someone that just it's just coming in to take the goods and leaving you. Someone that is not willing to stay, that is not willing to give you what you desire. And you're also afraid that it's someone from the past. You're also afraid that you're going to fail in a relationship, that you will not get along with this person, or the family will not get along with this person. And you're afraid that, whether it's someone that, can you work with that person? Can you feel your best with this person? It's telling me here. Okay. So you're a little bit, thinking about this a little bit more than you should, especially when it comes to nighttime. Okay. And again, I'm going back to what we just talked about earlier in the beginning. Okay. And so I'm going to leave that as that because I gave you already the speech. We're not going to go through that again. But I will also tell you this, that when I see certain cards and yet they're coming out, what it tells me is that there is a connection with this person, whoever comes in. Okay, it might be more than one, maybe two, maybe one. I feel two. But that would be your energy. So it could be someone that's coming in, from now next year. Maybe two people, acquaintances that you might want to date them, or you will be dating, and there'll be two significant people that will stand out the most. Or simply could be sometime in the second half of next year or the first half of the year. Anyways, as of now and next year. What it also tells me is that you're going to have this connection with a person that is more than karmic. It's going to feel closer to spiritual bonding with this person. If you're meeting anybody as of now till the end of the year, know that it is destined, know that it is a soul connection, and that you're going to feel passion like no other. Probably similar, but not as the one in the past. And you know what I mean, okay? Could he be the one sending to you? Possibly, okay? Because I feel that you asked me that for one particular energy. But also when I look at certain things, I also look and see what is standing out here for me. What is standing out here for me, it tells me is that success is around the corner. It is a bit delayed, but it's here. It's still here, but it's here. You have to make those little shift within yourself, okay? There is success, okay? There is an abundance coming through, and probably a bit more than you hope for, meaning that maybe let's say, for example, this next, excuse me. I'm going to say this. For example, I would say you made the ritual, and you asked for a man that is 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". Well, I'm speaking for myself because I like them tall, but and then the universe gives you someone that is 6 or 5'11", but he still has the goods because he will make up with something else. You know what I mean? Package wise, maybe. I don't even know why I'm giving that example, but yeah. The other example can be is that you're asking for someone that is comforting to you. And so what does comfort means to you, my child? So comfort means someone that loves you and nurtures you emotionally and physically, sexually, and financially. Okay? May not be expecting it, but surprise, it's a bonus. Do you know what I mean? It can also work with work as well. When we see this, when it comes to work, it is a yes, a bit delayed because it is something that needs to be shifted and changed, but it is still here. It means that it's still coming. No matter what, it's coming. Okay? So what you're desiring at the end of the day, it's in your path. That was the whole scenario. I gave you scenarios after scenario. At the end of the day, whatever you desire is coming forth. It's just going to be a little bit delayed, but it's coming. Okay? Now, thank you to the universe. Let's let me go through my other section. Jesus Christ. I feel it's a yes. I keep asking and it keeps giving me a yes. So again, I'm going to take this as a positive sign. Um, I'm going to take this as a positive sign. If for any reason you do not, it just means that you're a top contender and you're the other person that they will be calling for. Maybe not for the position that you applied, but for another one. But you're in. One way or the other. I see it coming through. If, that's a big if. Not now, it will be later. That's a big if. Now, whatever changes are coming is just letting me know, do not give up, okay? Do not give up. Do not give up. Just keep pushing forward, forward, forward. Forward movement. Nothing back. In any kind of situation and changes, would you be happy? Happiness. Happiness has to depend on you. I'm gonna have to say that. Happiness would have to depend on you. If you're looking at all the other employees from the minute you come in to the minute you leave, you're looking at their negative energy, because I feel that you're consuming that from everybody, and so it doesn't allow you to see otherwise past that, and their behavior makes it worse, so you have to learn how to divide that. And it's, again, easy said than done, because as for myself, when I'm walking around and then I sense this energy of certain people, and I'm like, oof, I cannot be near, I need to walk away, because or else I'm just dwelling in that energy. So what I do is I turn around right off the back, and I do certain things. Or if I have to pass them, walk by them, what have you, or if I have to be in the same room with that energy, I do this, okay? So I can block myself away from them. Simple as this, okay? You can just walk next to the person, and the minute you're walking through, you do this, okay? You're crossing their path away from you, okay? Remember that. Also, what I would have to say here is that when you find happiness, you have to focus on that only and nothing else. So maybe what you need to do is kind of like go within and see, is there anything else that you could do to emphasize yourself with this? How can you make yourself more available to the positive environment around you? Okay. Because I feel that it can be positive for you, including where you are or wherever else you go. It can be positive for you, but you have to receive that within yourself. You have to want that for yourself. Okay? You're probably saying that I'm sabotaging you, or that I'm saying that you're not doing anything. No, it's not that. It's just that sometimes when we're so constant behavior pattern that we try it for one day, 2 days, a week, or 2 weeks, or a month, and then we go back to the same pattern. It happens with everything we do in daily life. Okay? So you just have to push a little bit more. Surprisingly enough, I feel that there will be a positive change coming, probably in that work environment that you're going through, and if and when you desire to move to the next one. Okay? And I keep saying that because they're not giving me a direct answer. I feel that I don't want to put your energy in an anxiety level more than it already is in the state. Okay? Okay. Yeah. Well, and again, I keep asking that, and it's still giving me a positive sign. Okay? It's still giving me a positive sign. I think that there your work environment is going through changes. So is the other company that you apply for, whether it's the same or not. They're going through changes and shift within the organization, probably including probably CEOs of some sort. Maybe somebody's leaving. They're making some changes in the company where you are. And if it's the different company from where you applied, then both of them are making these changes. Because of the changes, they actually put those applicants out there, those jobs opening, because of those changes, because of the relic way of wanting to change, shift the way they work, the way they cater, whatever it is that they're trying to do. They they want to give a more positive outlook in the company. Um, and they want to employ, probably, including people that are fit in the group of the environment that they want to make for the organization. But one way or the other, they're making some changes. Okay, it's a must, it's a need. And I think that maybe they were even sue of some sort, and because of that, they're making these changes with their pay rate, changes with the environment of the way they work. And probably they're wanting, including, if they haven't already, they're going to want to get employees' opinions. What can it be done? How can it be improved? I'm not sure if they already called in meetings like that, but in the long run, they will. And this feels to me like it's within your job or the other job, or both, in if it's not the same company. Okay. Um, So you asked also if you were to leave, whenever that decision comes along, if and when, and how will your employees feel? If you are not feeling comfortable with the employees, I would say put that aside, whether or not how they feel, if they even care. Okay. When you dedicate time to have someone that it does not serve you, and you're thinking of them, whether it's good or bad, then guess what? You are giving your energy to those people. Okay, so you need to put a distance between that if you're not wanting to work on that. At the moment, I feel that there is someone that likes you within the company, but at the same time, people always talk about the new employees, so I feel that they did that with you. And as you are in the company, you are starting to show that you are worth to be there, and that you are qualified to be there, and that also, not just that, but you are not stuck up. Okay, I feel that the other person was, and so you have something different from the other person that was there before you. Okay. Okay, let's see. Yeah. And so I definitely feel that there's a lady or someone in the environment of where you work that it doesn't really care that you stay or go. There's a conversation between a man and a woman, in your work environment. Um, I think that one of them does not want you to go because they just started to get to know you and they like you, or they will. And there's the other person who is like, oh, if she leaves, I get the load and all these things, more work. And then she's already thinking that if you leave, if you've told anybody that you're leaving, she's already thinking that if I'm going to get this load, I better get paid. So they're already thinking ahead. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Now I'm going to look your love life. Yes. Thank you. The universe into the heavens, Lord Jesus Christ. What is it that we need to know? What is it that we need to see when it comes to love? For my client, Lord Jesus Christ, thank you. To the angels into the heavens, what's coming in for love? Angels of the universe into the heavens, what's coming in for love? Telling you, it's still giving me two options. Any way I look at it, any way I sense it, it's still two opportunities your way. Whether you have more or less, there's going to be two. Okay. Out of nowhere, unexpected, there will be one. Okay. You want love, you desire love, I see, and I knew it. And as I was shuffling, the energy of your ex came through. So I know that that was one of your questions, and it's very upfront. Yeah, you do think of him. Absolutely, you do think of him. You think of his relationships. It crosses your thoughts, crosses your mind. If he were to return, what would you do? Take it back? Do what? You know, say what? You it crossed your mind. Mm, yeah, but no, no, I don't sense it. Even though he's not happy in his environment, even though he thinks of you, the things you did, the love that you gave him, he's acknowledging to himself. He's in this energy and will be, as of now, probably mostly this year coming, to where he recognizes how much you gave in for him and how much love you cared for him, you nurtured him, and you gave to him. Okay, and he feels that he did not treat you well in the marriage, um, and that he always kind of like almost put you at last. Okay, so in other words, it's almost like energetically you called each other, but no, he is not here for that relationship, someone that you want to be with again. And that's it for now, that is, unless anything changes or you have a conversation with him, then that's differently, because that means that you move the energies, shift them a little bit. Okay, so we do see love coming your way. We have, and I'm going to say this, yeah, huh? You want to make changes, you want to move, you want to travel, you have these dreams. So put them down, write them down, and just store them, in a happy place, or the positive place in your home environment. um, um, I have a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Someone Rising. uh, let's see. Yeah. Hmm. Who's coming to stay? And then we have a mature energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Someone Rising. Okay, I like this energy. I have to say I do, because his energy shows mature, stable, love and caring, already experienced, but probably be married, probably grandchildren, things like that. He just looks like he's more experienced with what he wants and needs. Um, and he's a little bit blockish with everything that he has experienced. I feel that he probably even owned a company before, and it drained him out, or he had to lose a lot of that for whatever situation. But anyways, I feel that he's coming in the near future for you. Okay, um, this is someone that can stay. Now, we also have a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Someone Arising. Maybe you're going to meet this through an active energy, meaning you go somewhere constantly and you happen to be introduced to that person. Okay, or someone kind of like wants to set you up, kind of thing. Okay, that could be one scenario. um the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Someone Rising, I feel that his energy, even if he's older or the same age as you, he acts a bit immature, or he's someone that, how do I put it, like always like feeling young, wanting to do things as a young man would do instead of an older person would do. Okay, so he's probably even active. Maybe he is also a veteran. I've been in the military before. Maybe he is in the military. Who knows? But it's someone within that range also. Okay, that you would probably even meet at a hospital, clinic, or pharmacist, or church. Okay, in some kind of a group event, normal. Okay. I can see, some energy clicking in there if you are wanting that as well. We do have a water sign that is significant here for me that came in as of now. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Someone Rising. So maybe you will meet someone and start getting to know someone, and then suddenly you meet someone else, which will probably be the water sign, I say. And then he comes in and you feel like this person is someone that you can actually see yourself with. Okay, someone that is very similar to you, uh, family oriented, emotionally based, loving based. Okay, things like that. So I gave you the signs, but I will also want to tell you that do not be looking for those signs. And when I say this is because I feel that when you want someone in a, and I don't want to say in a desperate desire, but when you're ready for that person that you want them now, you know, it kind of without knowing builds anxiety, and you want that person now. So I want you to know that whoever comes along, I want you to get to know them and date them and get to be their friends first. And just take a chance on doing that. Okay? Do not say no. Go out, mingle, and do you. Okay? And there might even be a situation because according to the planets that as of now, before the year is over, anyone that comes in is going to feel like magic. It's going to feel like it was destined, especially in bed. Keep saying that. I don't know why, but most likely it is. Okay. Um, and maybe that's what's going to attract you to him or not. I don't know. But uh, anyways, let's move forward. You do have a potential for a relationship. You do have a potential to live with someone, marry someone in the future because it's here. Um, and it's just saying that the universe is going to open those windows for you. Okay. So I want to say that you asked about your ex. We do see his energy here. It is brought because you brought it in, because he thinks of you, because I feel that there's a sentiment of feelings between you two still. And more so in anything that he feels guilty for the things that he's caused you. And I'm not sure if he's actually apologized yet. I think that if he has not, it will always linger in his energy. Okay, to the point where if he does not apologize truly and sincerely, it will build a karmic energy still entwined as of now for the rest of the life itself and probably even further down the line if he doesn't know how to truly apologize to this. And so if he doesn't do these things with his own willingly, you know, in any kind of event that you would happen to see him, what have you, you know, you would have to open that channel up to the point where if it comes out of him, then it's forgiven, karma closed, move on forward. But for now, it feels entwined with yours still, okay? Because you still have set feelings, hurt feelings, and you still feel like that it was a miss there, that it could have been better, it could have done something differently, and you still have certain feelings still left over. And in his behalf, he has more guilt and shames of the things he's done, but also he's over focusing and noticing that you look better, that you deserve better than him, and that he still has feelings for you still. Okay, but I don't see him coming to a direction where this is something that you would want. I mean, I would have to say, if anything, that I do feel that he would want to hit it. You know, I have to say it. It's been tapping me, uh, and I just feel that yeah. And so we're gonna leave that. I'm not even gonna see him because unless you want to, then you let me know. But I don't see it. I don't see any for now. I don't. Unless things change, the conversation happens, what have you. But for now, no. I feel that definitely it's a new person that's going to come in for that center of attention, for that center of love and connection and or relationship for you. So yes, absolutely, the ritual is doing its work. As always, I'm going to tell you and remind you again, cleansings will have to be done periodically through depending how you're feeling, through depending how your energies are working, and also depending on what's around, who's around, and how are you feeling. Okay. And that's just it. And I'm not saying do one this month or next month. No. It just means that normally it takes more than one. Absolutely. And every now and then we should always do so. Now I want to see. Let me see. I was going to see something else for you. I feel like I needed to see something else for you. I'm trying to see. Work. We did work. We did the love. The love was mainly my focus for you. Okay, you should be feeling lighter energy. You should be feeling more at ease, sleeping a little bit better, uh, and any kind of cleansing that it comes to the physical, to the body, or to the or to property or anything like that. Sometimes we feel that peace at first, and then it stays. Sometimes we feel more negativity. It depends on the energies and depending the quantity of the energies and what kind they are and why they're there. Okay. um it's so that has a lot to do with, so it just depends on the circumstances of individuals. um and and um and like I said, sometimes it's a stagnant energy that stays and prolongs because it does not want to leave, and it gets agitated that we stir it up and want them to leave. So it tends to fight that energy and tends to uh, sometimes even be aggressive before they leave. Okay, if they know that the person that is still in the living is genuinely fearful, less, not afraid, and being demanding and forthcoming on the desires, then they have no choice but to leave. Okay, now those are spiritual beings, but then we also have all kinds of energies. We have souls, we have karmic energies, and then we'll have entities and so forth. So it just depends. We've already captured that. Okay, so for now you're good. I definitely keep seeing the sense of energy of moving. Okay, I saw that still, so it's still in the works. I definitely see moving. There's a move coming as of now and next year for sure. Okay, you let me know, but it is here. Thank you, the universe and the heavens. Let us do. We definitely see work environment changing for you as of now and next year. Okay, it's here, and you're still holding for that. Yeah. We also see conflict coming in to someone in the household, whether it's a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, someone arising, um, between the person, between the relationships, and so far being finding out with somebody else. We see that in the home environment, not happy, fighting, argument, etc. We also see that there's a work environment pace changing for you. Sometimes it could be literally moving from one location to the next, from one building to the next, from one office to the next. It could also be literally totally moving, from upgrade your promotions and stuff like that. Also, I have to add, because it's giving me the sense that it means that you're now starting to look your work environment in a better aspect. Okay, it's almost like, okay, I was blocked, I was feeling blocked, and now I can see things a little bit better. I'm not sure if you can bring plants or flowers into your office or desk, whatever it is that you work at. Let me know, and then I'll recommend certain things to lighten up your energy and block that energy for you when you're facing off anybody else. Okay. But I will also have to say this. Also, it's letting me know that yes, my Cancer, if you want, there is love in the environment for you. We have the water sign coming in, a more generating energy in this spread, and then we also definitely have the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun rising. Okay, definitely. Maybe he has a stepdaughter or a daughter that is very clinging to him, or maybe he has an ex-wife that is very clinging to him, things like that, very bossy or demanding. Or maybe he lost someone that he loved as well, and he's still holding on to that energy like no other, just similar to your situation as well. So it's giving me all these scenarios, and it may not be all to his energy. It could even be the people that you're going to come to meet. Okay, I have to say that because I cannot have you looking for a particular person and say, oh, it doesn't have this, doesn't have that, and then you just block them away. So I really have to be very, very cautious on how I do certain things. Maybe I shouldn't even give signs. Maybe I shouldn't even give details, because then you're expecting that. And I don't want you to have that anxiety over you. Okay. And I've said that a number of times. So I'm trying to say that, even if it's not the sign, it just means that they're portraying that sign. Where, as for example, if I say it's a water sign, he may not be Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, but he may be someone at the time that you meet them where they're loving, caring, nurturing, affectionate to you. Do you understand that? You do. I know you do. Okay? Just know that love is here for you. And yes, it's working. It's doing its job. But you have to have that patience. And you have to have that will free to breathe in within yourself, trust within yourself, and love yourself a bit more, baby. And at the same time, make time for you. Okay? It's a must. And I will say doctor's order, but I'm going to say your spiritual healer's order. It's a must that I need you to make time for you. Go to happy hour. Go to, I don't know, maybe the gym. Go walking where you know the good men are hanging out. I don't know. Where are the good men hanging out nowadays? I don't know, depending on the type of men you're looking. Are you looking for someone older, mature? Then they will go during lunch hour. What type of men do you want to meet? If it's a doctor, if you work in that field, find out where do they hang out so you can hang out. Get my point? So it just, talk, find out, ask questions and things like that, and then you'll get the answer. And then just, fix your pretty self up and put those heels on and go and just get a drink, feel positive, feel confident, and that's what's going to attract more than what you can handle if you wish it to. If you believe, if you have trust, if you have faith. Got it? Okay. Yes, I know. It's been a while. It's taken its turf. Yes, I know. But we've been doing this for quite some time, through the years. And you already know that everything happens sooner or later. We already know that, correct? So there you go. What I'm going to do now is, because of that, I will, at the same time, I have the picture, I'm going to flip it. And because we say that, we're going to ask a little favor of our loved ones on the other side, and we're going to ask a little favor of your guardian angels, angel spirit guiding thyself, that we ask the universe to manifest us with the love and joy that we desire today and always, Lord Jesus Christ, angels of the heaven and earth, and our ancestors, to provide the love, the desire, the prosperity, and the love that you seek. May love conquer your heart, body, soul, and mind. May your soulmate come to you now, physically, to provide for you love, emotion, and spiritual growth within yourself. Financial, love, and abundance to yourself, angels of the universe and of the heavens. I want to thank you for providing all that this soul needs of you. Hear her heart, body, soul, and mind, and align her with the proper partner to love her, to nurture her, to care for her. Yes? Yes. Okay. And to provide for her and her loved ones love, prosperity, and abundance, emotionally, physically, spiritually, sexually, and financially. Yes? Yes. Amen. Yes. Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. As always, I am Margot, your tarot reader, and I'm here to help you in any way that I can. Please email me at margourtarotreader@gmail.com, and I am more than happy to help you here. As always, love and light to you and to yours. Thank you.